Come on, man.
Hey, this is Mike on Northwest Fight Scene and NWFightScene.com. I'm here with UFC fighter Bryan Caraway, Kid Lightning. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. Holidays. I love the holidays, Christmas time, so there's a lot here and there. But a little bummed because I'm supposed to fight here in my home state in the UFC. It was going to be one of the happiest, moments of my life that I was really going to compete in front of all my fans and family that I can never afford or to travel to make it to a UFC show. And unfortunately, when I was training down in Brazil, I got very, very sick from an infection, and I had to pull out of the car. But, I got to keep my spirits high, and everything happens for a reason.
Right now, when did you know that you were pulling out?
I pulled out probably 2 weeks ago, I'd say. So I had to fight barely a week and a half. I knew about the fight probably for 2 weeks. And then when staff happens, it happens quick. I woke up and went to bed, woke up, and the next day my leg was twice the size. So being in Brazil, it's hard to find proper medication, and it is what it is.
Right now, how long were you in Brazil?
I was in Brazil just a month.
A month,
just barely over a month, like a month and a week.
Well, talk about the training and who you're working with down there.
Anderson, we were at X Gym training there. Anderson came in several times. It's pretty cool to see him. Not only just being in there, but being just a normal person. Just like me or you. Came in there. He showed a lot of techniques. I ran whole entire practices. So it's pretty cool seeing somebody like him, such an icon, just being casually teaching people and getting one-on-one instruction from him. It was kind of funny because the few days I was there, they were really emphasizing on wrestling, which is my background. I grew up forever wrestling since I was a little kid. So it's kind of funny the way to see them, seeing Anderson coach wrestling a little bit. I'm not saying that it was terrible, but I'm not saying it was the best technique either. But no, it was a good time. They train a lot of gi down there, which I'm not as accustomed to, because I try to train with no gi as much as possible for MMA. But it was a really neat experience just to see the land, to see the culture, and just to get all kinds of new training partners. Jacare, Rafael Fijao. Then we spent some time over at Minotauro's. Got to see the Minotauro brothers, Minotauro, and their gym's awesome. They have a lot of really great fighters. They have the Pitbull brothers over there that are in Bellator. There's just a lot of talented guys. I mean, there's guys that no one knows, and no one probably will ever know who they are, that are just studs, that are just utter beasts, and no one knows who that. They're beating up all the guys who are in the UFC. So it's just kind of crazy to see that, who gets the fortunate, lucky path to get the right manager, the right promotion, or whatever. So it was very interesting.
Right now, obviously getting out and losing this fight, or not getting into this fight next week is a disappointment. What have they said in terms of getting you when they're in the mix next year?
I think I'm going to try to fight early 2013. No exact scheduled date, but I'm going to fight, I think, in January, February, or March. Hopefully, that's when I want to fight. Ideal would be middle of February, but you never know with the UFC. They have so many guys, and I kind of miss my rotation. They slot you in, and they already start scheduling cards out 6 months out. I miss my slot, so now I'm going to have to either probably wait for somebody to fall out and get hurt and jump in on them. So I just got to be ready at this point. I got to start training every day and act as if I have a fight right now scheduled, because
right.
I know when they're going to give me a call, and I know it's going to be a top opponent. I actually was about to sign to fight Michael McDonald this last fight. They had confirmed verbally to give me the fight, so I was really stoked because he's ranked third and fourth on a lot of forums, a lot of websites, and ranking system. So I knew that was a tremendous opportunity to fight Michael McDonald. He has a lot of publicity behind him. With a win like that throws me right into the spotlight for the title. Either immediate next fight. But as you know, they pulled him actually for the title fight, so now he's actually fighting for the world title. And I got a slide in against Mike Easton since his opponent fell out. And he's I think he's ranked top 10 or close to top 10 as well. So I know the UFC has good things for me in mind. They're throwing good high-level opponents, and I think they have me in line for a title shot here soon if I put together a couple good wins.
Right on. Now, I just want you to have one prediction next week, another bantamweight fight. A couple Northwest guys, and Scott Jorgensen and John Albert the Prince. And I know you've trained with John. I don't know if have you ever trained with Scott?
Actually, I haven't trained with Scott. I was down at Alpha Male. He used to come down there, and every single place that I went to, I went over to Boise and trained, but every time I'd come, we just barely missed it. I trained in Vegas. He's a good friend with Kid Cope. I'm also a good friend with Kid Cope. I was helping Kid with his wrestling, and I'd leave, and Jorgensen would be getting there. So we actually never got to actually train together.
All right, well, who do you think is going to win that fight, and why?
Man, you know what? Prince is a really tough guy. He's got really crisp striking. I think he's got one of the best striking in the bantamweight division. He's really crafty off his back, but you know, his weakness is wrestling. Scott Jorgensen's, you know, I think he's a 3-time Pac-10 champion wrestling, and you know, wrestlers dictate where the fight goes. So, and Jorgensen has the experience on the side. He's fought the WC, he's fought the UFC, he's fought the world titles. He just lost to Bryan Caraway a couple fights ago, so he's got the experience on the side of him. And John's kind of been on some rough ends, some losses here the last couple fights. So, you know, if I definitely was a bet man, I would bet on Scott Jorgensen, even though I love Prince, he's my boy. But you know, I gotta, first of all, wrestling kills everything, so I gotta stick with wrestling. And I got to go with the veteran, more experienced fighter. But I'm really hoping John pulls this one through.
All right. Well, hey, Bryan, I appreciate your time tonight here at the Emerald Casino. Look forward to seeing you next time in there in the UFC, man. Thank you, sir.
Awesome.